think that we have so much great evidence now in our scientific measurements that you can change your gene expression, that you can rewire your brain, that you can make your brain work better, you can make your heart work better, you can change your energy, you can strengthen your immune system, you could heal, you can lengthen your life, you can change your brain chemistry. So we have the evidence in our scientific measurements to show what is possible. But we also have evidence and testimony that it's so important when a person in an event walks on the stage and tells their story of how they overcame stage 4 cancer. And it's not a glamorous story that's a Hollywood version. It's a real life person that tells you their account of their own personal change and transformation and the things they had to do in order to heal. And I look out in the audience many times when people are on the stage telling their story, and I'm watching people in the audience while they're standing in the presence of truth. In other words, that person who's telling their story is the living example of truth. When they're listening to that person tell their story, I'm watching everybody. They're all leaning in because this is evidence. This is testimony. This is a person that actually did it. And they don't look any different than anybody else. In fact, they look just like a normal person. And they're paying attention to what they're saying because this is not on television. This isn't on a commercial. This isn't some movie that they're watching. This is a real person. And when you see a person with 50 brain tumors stand on the stage and you see their scans, or you see a before and after scans, or you see a blind person from a stroke that was diagnosed as clinically blind, all of a sudden able to see, and you see the measurements of the change in the optic nerve function. When you see the tumor shrink 75% and you see the radiographic studies, there's evidence right in front of you. And this person's telling the story. That is the 4-minute mile. That's the person who's saying, I just ran a mile under 4 minutes. I just healed myself of this rare genetic disorder. And there's always someone in the audience that relates with them. There's always someone in the audience that says, well, if that person can do it, so could I. And we are piercing this veil of consciousness that tells us that we are far greater than we think. We are more powerful than we know, or more unlimited than we could ever dream. And over time, in these last 10 years or so, we have seen people heal themselves from stage 4 cancers many, many times. We've seen people heal themselves of MS, of rheumatoid arthritis, lupus, ALS, PLS. We've seen them heal from Parkinson's disease, traumatic brain injuries, brain tumors. We've seen them heal from endometriosis, Graves' disease, Hashimoto's syndrome, high liver enzymes, low liver enzymes, colorectal cancer, diverticulitis, impotence, prostatic conditions. We've seen leukemia go into remission, and this is like a 4-minute mile.